Hi guys, it's me, just Cena again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to my birthday month of June in 2026, I shall be continuing the trend of mine of talking about video game based movies, because well, I like video games and I like movies, so it goes hand in hand. So as such, I should be talking about this little gem from the year 2023. Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. And this is quite interesting for the movie because it features the last time that Angelina Jolie, who I think embodies the main character of Lara Croft. This will be her last position as the lead character of this movie, as Laura, which I find very shocking and very surprising because Hollywood has always been known to milk the franchise to death. And I think that this movie, when the movie was that bad, it was very milkable for other movies in the series. So I don't know why she just did two movies. I mean, this is the perfect thing for her to do. But anyway, she decided to leave, and Alicia Vikander, the girl from the movie Ex Machina, took over the next movie in line. That being just Tomb Raider. I guess they wanted to differentiate from Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I have no idea why, but from now on I'm just gonna refer to her as The Cradle of Life because that title is just obnoxious. So, The Cradle of Life is, pretty good in that regard. So, I'm going to be covering just Tomb Raider next year for my birthday month, because I think that one is much better than this one. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't carry it over to another movie series like this one, or like any of the other video game based movies. But anyway, I was looking at the IMDb, the Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie, and it was like a 5.5 out of 10. So I was thinking to myself, I said, why on earth would it be so low? It was action-packed. Angelina did many things that Lara Croft would do, like jet skiing, one with paragliding. There were many tombs and many puzzles. One was a gravity puzzle in the movie. So, and there were also some supernatural creatures in it that, quite honestly, remind me of the blonde wolf from Halo Reach. So, like, why would this movie get so low grade on Rotten Tomatoes? And then I watched the movie and I said, oh, that's why. Because the movie is a tad boring. I mean, beyond all the thrill stuff and everything else, and true puzzles and all that, we they gotta go from place to place all over the ancient world and find different spots and clues and things like that. It can be a little bit sleep-inducing, and it's very telling about that, because this is supposed to be the female version of Indiana Jones or Nathan Drake, so it was like kind of like a big downgrade for the movie. in the character, I think. And there's some very interesting characters along with it too. And I'll get to them when I get to them. They're very funny. So now we have, before we get into the movie proper, we'll point out that I have the double pack of Tomb Raider 1 and 2 in this collection. So I'm going to show you the DVDs for this one. And this is the DVD for Tomb Raider 1. And this is the DVD for Tomb Raider 2. As you can see, they put a lot more effort into the design for the second one, in that they put Laura in this suit, in this very nice, shapely bodysuit. Actually, looks like something that I think is in one of the games. I'm not sure which one it was, but I'm pretty sure that was it. And, you know, I think it's like a snow suit or something like that. So that's something nice. Something nice I can eat for the people to watch. So anyway, we start out with this, waiting on the Greek shore, island. And then a volcano erupts, where, the earthquake that generated ends up forcing the waiting party into the water. For the most part, you know, people were safe and all that, but then we get into the underwater ruins and it looks like aliens, or something similar thereabouts. That's where, Laura Croft comes in, which she had to go rescue this golden orb, and it's a golden orb with like an ancient map to its old treasure found in the Cradle life. The location of it is in the Cradle life. It's basically Pandora's box, which according to myth was a jar that held all the bad stuff associated with humanity, you know, fear, jealousy, wrath, etc., etc., as well as hope. So, within the box, in the context of a movie, there's a big plague, big disease, that supposed to, if released, can destroy humanity or something like that. You never actually see what it is, but it's some pretty bad stuff. So anyway, they show Laura Croft having to get this thing from underwater, from underneath the big sea, underneath big water, and she had to go under the sea. I'm not gonna repeat the whole song, but she goes under the water, and she finds it, and she brings it up like a good Navy diver. And I should point out that right here is when she does the jet ski thing. Now, I love my mother for dear life, but one thing I gotta say is that she could get on a jet ski to save a life, as many people can't do. So we were all laughing friendly at her while she tried to get on it with my father. So in any case, she goes to get this thing with some other archaeologists or something, and the orb, which contained the ancient map provided by Alexander the Great. Yeah, you got to bring him into this too, because otherwise it wouldn't be a Tomb Raider movie unless there was kind of a mythological, historical something about the people in there. And so they end up going there and getting it. And then this bull ends up shifting hands to other bad hombres who take it to China. And we know it. We find out that they are in keep in the tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Yeah, I didn't do that on purpose, but this movie involves the terracotta army of the Chinese emperor. I don't know which one is all hands, but yeah, it's kind of dumb in that regard. And I've always gone on a tear about how this army is like a national treasure to the Chinese, and it's very, very valuable. And if anyone were to deface the statues or if any type of damage were to occur in the cave, that is very climate controlled and everything else, it'd be a very bad situation. So what does she do? She plays hopscotch on top of the terracotta warriors' heads, just to avoid some gunfire from the other guys. And normally I wouldn't bat an eye into this, but being that Lara Croft is supposed to be like an archaeologist, Tomb Raider, she thinks as the historical valuable things that they are, she shouldn't be doing this type of thing. She shouldn't be just leaving for one thing and another thing to another thing, and destroying it in the process. I mean, granted, if someone was shooting at me, I would do the same thing, but still, she would think of some other way to get around it, rather than destroying precious artifacts, which she wouldn't be allowed to anyway, because only a certain amount of Chinese nationals can get in there in the first place. They only have the access to do it. But anyway, they have her out doing that, and they also have her in her mansion practicing, I think it was kendo or something, fencing, maybe fencing, maybe kendo, with the long sticks, long bamboo sticks. And this is a really nice little training area for Laura, because they had that in the game at least. But you know what would have been really nice? Is if you could lock up the butler in the refrigerator. Like they have in the game too. That would have been sweet. They had that in there. This movie would easily be a 10 out of 10. Because he didn't have in there, the guy didn't freeze to death, and he, in the movie got 5 out of 5, or 5 out of 10. Anyway, it was nice to see a little training section, like in the first movie. I don't think it really comes right to help her out in any way, shape, or form, but they have that. Now, they also have the main bad guy as being the bad guy from, Ghost Rider, the Spirit of Vengeance. That guy, that probably the devil, I can't pronounce his name right, but, unfortunately, he plays another bad guy. He plays a pharmaceutical businessman who ended up becoming transforming into a mid-anthropic type guy who wanted to use Pandora's box as like a bioweapon of sorts. So he follows along with Laura Croft, and this is the guy played by Gerard Butler. I think he was from the previous movie, and she busts him out of jail to help her out in finding Pandora's box. Well, the map and then Pandora's box. And it's quite weird because you know this guy's a bad guy. You put him in prison. He tried to murder you and your father, I think it was. So what makes you think that he won't do it again? And he eventually does try to kill him again. So they end up trying to find this box in the Cradle life, which turns out to be located in Africa. Surprise, surprise, because that's where apes and the ancestor of the human being came from Africa. So anyway, they end up going to Africa, get out of the get the Pandora's box out of the Cradle life and stuff and that kind of thing. So I just want for your Butler to scream out, "This is Athens," or even better, this is Africa. I would have been funny from the movie 300. I will never forget that. It's my favorite movie with him in it. I'm sorry. I had to do it every time that he's on screen. And then what he does, he'll always be remembered for that, the best in my heart. So anyway, you also get Digimon Hansu. If my son's name, I'm sorry. He's the guy from Constantine, who played Papa Midnight. Anyway, he's like a translator for a tribe of Africans trying to defend the Cradle life from interlopers. But he thinks Laura Croft is okay, so he lets her into the place at the high fort and stuff like that. So anyway, they go into the ground to find this place, and then they fight some of those blind wolves there, and they also do like weird gravity puzzles, which I find very weird because I thought that when Laura Croft did her stuff in the caves and tombs and whatnot, I thought that her puzzle solving skills were mostly around like more grounded puzzles, and that there was no like the supernatural, like making the book upside down, making it like a MC Escher type environment. And I didn't think that was a part of that. I thought they were more like natural stuff, natural rock formations, robots, tigers, lions and tigers, and etc. So anyway, they have the devil guy trying to get the Pandora's box, and then falling into a weird pit that protects the box. Now, I gotta say that this protection box of this box remind me a lot of the tar from the Mummy movies, from the first two at least, wherein you see all the souls of all the tormented people coming out from it and protecting whatever's in it, and you got summon the spirit of whoever you do reincarnate into the body. So that reminded me of that too. Another Mummy reference from the Mummy franchise. Rest in peace. So anyway, you got that, and then the guy from the other movie falls into it and dies trying to get the box for its greed purposes. Then we got Gerard Butler trying to get the box, using Laura to try to lower herself into it, and she said that she can't reach the box. With the guy pushes her in there more, and we know that if she does that black stuff, she'll die. So it's funny that her ponytail is long enough that it actually touches the black tar where we collapse off there, and it's revealed that that's sort of acidic, more or less. So it starts to burn her hair and ginger hair. And I know that from my own experience, you never mess with a woman's hair. Okay, that will bring all kinds of hell upon you if you touch or singe or burn her hair. Because women take pride in their hair. And if any man or any woman messes with the hair, oh boy, don't do it. So anyway, she comes up to the guy with vengeance, and then the guy ends up falling into the blood tar too and dies. So she has to go get there. She's alone with the box, and she doesn't even try to open it. She doesn't even choose to know what it is, because she knows that whatever it might be, it's very bad for humanity. If it leaks out, or if it spreads throughout like ancient Greece and God of War, it will definitely ruin everyone's day. So instead of seeing what's inside the mystery box, she ends up taking the box, not opening it, not even a crack, and then dumping it into tar, so that it becomes like a big tar baby. So then it ends up sinking to the bottom where no one can reach it, no one can touch it, no one can even take a little peek inside the box, and that's that. So then she escapes. She's with her African tribemen, and that's it. It's all true. Everyone's all partying and all that, and that's in the movie. Now, this movie was a mixed bag, because it was kind of boring on one hand. On the other hand, it was a lot of action. There were motorcycle chases. There was I think there was a skydiving part in there. Very action oriented for Laura. Perhaps a little bit too much. And I didn't like the fact that I didn't like the fact that for this movie, Miss Julie had like an unnoticeable pan to her. I don't know if this in the first movie, but she seemed very dark to me, which was the first one. I didn't like that aspect of her. It was almost as striking as Sylvester Stallone's girly eyebrows in the Expendable movie. big action star like that. But I like Laura in this movie. Like I said, some of the choices in this were kind of odd, like the flying wolves protecting the Cradle life. This big almost biblical sounding name with Pandora's box, which was not a box in antiquity, it was a jar. And the fact that we never actually see what was in the box, this whole build up, it was kind of like the briefcase in the movie Pulp Fiction, where it was kind of disappointing. But on the same hand, on the same token, it could have been like something really destructive, like say the Ark of the Covenant from the Indian Jones movie. When it came to the map, it was very interesting to have a sphere on a orb, like Dracula's heart or organs in the Castlevania series. Also, it reminded me of the puzzle in which they would say, follow the bouncing mole over there. So it was pretty nice that they had different locations of this ancient world type thing. Like it was connected ancient Greece with Africa with ancient China. Oh, it would be nice and more respectful if they didn't destroy the statues over there of the warriors. I mean, she should know better than that. It's not like go around with a super glue and glue all the broken pieces of the warrior and then say, we're done. Also, I should point out that when Laura was in the middle of a Chinese village in the past, there were people that she pretty much invited herself into a family's house to hook up a solid dish to see some people from America or England, and the people there were like, okay, they were. You didn't question the fact that a strange woman entered the house and used electronic devices in the house. Even the little girl was like, can I help you? Can I let you use my gum for your solid dish? That was actually really funny. But that's maybe like 50-50 for me. So, I thank you for watching my video on Croft, Tomb Raider, and the Cradle life. It was a mixed bag. I like the fact that Gerard Butler and that guy played the bad parts. Because if you got a guy out of prison, there must be a reason why he went to prison. And it was like a big thing when she was surprised that the guy turned on her. Let's see here. It was good to see her training in the house again. And it was fun to see her using her stick to land right on the book that she needs to look for in the map. Anyway, this movie, a happy feast to the poor. I did this for my birthday month in the month of June 2026. For Croft Tomb Raider, the Cradle life. I don't know why do you have to put the whole name in there, but whatever. So, if you like what you see here, you want to support my channel, you know it's like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want, you can always contact me for future information on my videos by calling me or texting me at 631-707-3707. So, also, follow me on Twitter or X at PNelsonPro. My email is jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, I salute all the people that were involved with this movie and these two movies, and I like all the people who like all the Croft games. I have a bunch of my person. She's a good, very fine person. I like the fact that she's cool, calm, collected, and everything that she does. Even when people wave the guns in their faces, she always has a plan of attack to deal with that. So, peace out, my brothers and sisters. Angelina Jolie is excellent as Laura. I'm just throwing it out there. She embodies the character. She's cool, collected, and awesome. I regret not being able to see her in the third movie. But whatever. I don't know if she actually did any of the games, but peace out anyway. I'll see you girls and guys in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.